Hello and welcome. So now I can start bringing in other stuff and populate the scene. Okay, so I will start bringing in, start the process. Okay, let's bring in the armchair. Okay, this is the armchair, a free model that I downloaded. Okay, so I can position it something like this as per the camera. Oops, something like this. Maybe I can adjust the camera, can adjust it further later. Okay, so this is the armchair. Let me make sure this is not floating and this is actually touching the floor. Okay, there shouldn't be a gap between the chair and the floor. So I'll go to the front view. Okay, this is perfect. Fine. Okay, so I will bring the other stuff. Let's bring in the floor lamp. Okay, auto rename. Where is it? Okay, here it is. And this one I need to adjust. So let me select the flooring, isolate, and in my front view I can adjust the height. So let me bring this here so I can easily snap. So press S to turn this on and then click and drag to this point so it can snap right in the place. So make sure you have this snap setting on. When you right click this, you get this snap setting. Go to the option, make sure you have this enabled. So when you have this enabled, you can just click when you see you are able to snap, so you can click and drag and then just attach. When you disable this, you can no longer do the thing, it will just follow your mouse movement. So when you do a constraint to the axis, so whichever axis you start moving, it will stick to that axis. Okay, yeah, if your x axis is enabled, so when you move, it only moves in that axis, no matter where your mouse goes, up and down, it will maintain the x-axis. Okay, that's enough for the axis thing. So going back to the camera view, and if I go to my plan view, so let me just bring this in somewhere here. Okay, and then going back to the camera view. Fine, so I'll just leave it there as is. So let me bring more stuff. Let me bring in more stuff. So let's bring in the site table. Again, auto rename, apply to all duplicates, auto rename. Okay, where is it? So my site table is here. So I'll go to my plan view, press T, F3, and then I can put this on the side. As you can see, the site table height is quite high. Okay, so visually I can reduce it, but before doing that, this is perfectly snapping to the floor. Okay, let me isolate this and let me change the pivot point and bring the pivot point to the bottom. The easiest way we can do is, we know this is already sitting perfectly on the floor, so open the group. So this is a group container, right? Okay, so I can do what I can do is affect the pivot only and then adjust the height. Yeah, so just right click to make it 0. That's it. So now when you close the group, just enable and disable, it will go back to the thing. So now if I want to, again same thing, when you press the scale button, do the same thing, affect pivot only, so it will snap. So it will update actually. Now if I want to scale, it will maintain its position on the floor and then only adjusting the height. Okay, fine. So my camera view, let me place this here first and adjust the height. It's quite high, you know. Something like this, and then duplicate it here, something like this, make it instance. If I go to my perspective view, and then fine, this is fine, you just get the idea. I need to bring in the table lamp, open. Okay, it's loading. Fine, so wherever it is, what I can do is press Alt A and click the side table. Okay, and then this is the position. You just click OK. So now I have this. Let's select the side table and isolate. I'll go to my front view and let me adjust the height and the size. Alright, so the pivot point is perfectly fine. So just enable the snap and then click and drag and then snap it to the top of the side table. Now what I need is, I don't need this cable. So if I go to my element and then select, yeah, this is separated by elements, so I can just select and delete. I don't need it. Fine, now I can adjust the height of this lamp. Okay, this side is not visible in the camera, but I have to adjust the height. So if I go to my front view, it's auto saving, very important, let it happen. Okay, I'll scale this down just a little bit, something like this, and then I can duplicate it, instance, and then just make it centered to the table. Let's see how it's coming in the camera. Fine. So what else is remaining? What else is remaining is my side table, is armchair, curtain, yes. So let's import the curtain. Okay, it's loading. Whoa, fine. So I can rotate it. Let me go to my plan view. Okay,